I warn you now, you may not be ready for this review, but your kids are going to love it. Hi there, I'm Chris, the Geek Figure fan, and I'm going to be continuing my channel today by taking a look at a new range that I'm starting to collect, and that is the NECA Back to the Future figure range. So I'm starting off today with NECA's Ultimate Marty McFly. I'm not really sure why it's the Ultimate Marty McFly when there are about 4 Marty McFlys in this range of 9 figures, but apparently this is the ultimate. So we're going to be taking a look today at why that is. Um, so what I'm going to do first is take a look at the packaging, and then we're going to get it out of the box, and we'll take a look at the figure standing up on display. We'll pop it in a couple of different positions, have a look at the accessories, and just see how we feel about it. So when coming to this channel and looking at these reviews, you're going to be getting a viewpoint of somebody who doesn't have a massive collection, who hasn't reviewed thousands of toys. So I'm going to be giving you kind of an unbiased perspective on what I think of these figures. So I mean, I only really have a number of Hasbro 6-inch figures in my collection. So a lot of what I'm judging these NECA figures against is basically what I'm used to with the Hasbro ranges. The box itself, I think it's fantastic. It looks so cool and is a display piece in and of itself, which is kind of what you want from a slightly more premium price point. So these figures in the UK, anywhere between 35 and 45 pounds you're looking at for these figures, depending on where you get the figure from and effectively which figure you're looking to buy. Um, it's slightly more premium than the Hasbro figures that I've been looking at from a price point perspective. I mean, the box itself as well kind of bears that out, really. The design on the outside looks really premium, almost shiny to a certain extent as well. Almost like it's holographic, even though I know that it isn't. But it looks great. It's quite a bulky box. Um, when you open it up, so if we open it up here and you can have a look inside, the blister pack doesn't take up the entirety of the depth of that box, but what you get in is something that's quite standardized, I think, throughout what I've seen of NECA figures. The boxes always seem to look quite uniform in size and shape, and style. So when you open up the lid, you get to see a picture of Marty, sort of an action pose that they've put him in, and you get a good idea of sort of the level of accessories with this figure. So again, something that I'm not used to with Hasbro. Um, but you can see on here you get a spare head. You've got a guitar and skateboard accessory, backpack, a number of replaceable hands that give you the opportunity to pose him with those accessories. So either he can hold them or you can style him with them. Um, and on first glance, I think it looks really, really good. It looks like a premium figure. I don't always think that the pictures do it justice, and I know before I bought it that I don't think I really understood the quality of the NECA figure. But if we get the figure out and we'll pop it on display, you can see even with the print of the denim on his jeans, that the quality of the paint job's excellent. Really, really good paint job. And I don't know if anyone who's watching this has experienced it as well, but I found, especially with this figure, that in photos the faces looked really weird, like the expressions looked odd. Um, but in hand, in real life, the faces, especially the face without sunglasses, looks excellent. A really, really good mold of a face. I love his life preserver. There is a great shine to it, and I'm so impressed with the detail, with the little creases against all of the seams on his life preserver, that make it look lived in, that make it look like it is that kind of bomber jacket material. Um, I love the fact that he's got the skateboard with him. The backpack looks ace. Um, I just think it really stands out, and I know that if I put it against some of the figures that I've already got, it will look better. And I have got more in this range to review. So I will over the next few weeks be peppering the channel with the reviews of other Back to the Future figures, because I want to try and complete the range. So over the course of the next few months, I'll share that with you so we can have a look at all the other figures, because it might be that the others don't stack up to this one. I mean, after all, it is the ultimate Marty McFly. I can only imagine that the other Marty McFlys just don't stack up. I love the little guitar. I remember the guitar from the beginning of the first film when he hooks it up to that huge amplifier. I always thought what a ludicrous guitar it was at the time, but in hand, when we put it on Marty, it looks so cool. So I mean, yeah, I've got to be honest. This is only a short review, but I mean, it's a quality figure. I think the attention to detail on the shirt print, the rolled up cuffs, the Nike trainers. I've turned him around, and I have to say, I can't see the purple underwear with Calvin Klein written on the inside, unfortunately. Massive mistake, clearly, by NECA here to not supply us with purple underwear. But hey ho, we live and learn. I'm sure when they re-release it, they'll rectify that mistake. Not a lot else to say about the back of the box. It looks as though the synopsis on the back is pretty generic and not based on one particular character. I have a feeling that that same synopsis is going to be on the back of all of the boxes. So I mean, yeah, I think that I'm going to enjoy continuing through this range. I'm really impressed with the amount of movement in the figure, its posability, the replaceable hands come on and off really easily. The head, not so much. I did have a little bit of a struggle trying to yank that head off and put the new one back on. But no, the posability of the arms, there's a lot of maneuverability in it. There's a lot of movement in the joints. So I was really impressed with that. The feet as well. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this Marty McFly figure. I'm really looking forward to reviewing the rest of the range. I have another 3 figures in hand. So what I'm going to be looking at reviewing next will probably be Doc Brown, the ultimate Doc Brown. I have Marty in the Tales from Space, sort of has yellow hazmat suit, and we've got Biff as well coming. So they're going to be the next Back to the Future figures that I look at. If you're interested in those figures or any of the other figures that I've got coming, I have the entire Indiana Jones Adventure Series range that will be dropping on the channel very soon. So like I say, if you're interested in those, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out. If you've enjoyed this video, if you've gotten anything from it, please drop a like as well. That's really useful to me. It makes such a big difference in finding an audience to continue these videos. But yeah, please, like I say, subscribe. I'm attempting at the moment to drop one video weekly. That might increase over the next few weeks, depending on what information I get, what figures I've got to look at. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.